Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm going to show you today how to play a 3-stage song. What I mean by 3 stages is the first stage is going to be beginner friendly. I can teach that to you even if you've been playing guitar for 10 minutes. So nice, friendly, easy beginners part for the beginning. We then move on to something involving pinches. Which is a little more intermediate. There's a few more stretches, so I'm going to put that one in the middle of the experience level. And finally, the last one where it's got a little bit more tempo, it's got some 16th beats in there, and that one I'm going to call intermediate. Okay, so choose your skill level. If you find the easy bit very easy, then move on to the next section and then see if you can play the whole thing at the end. What I did there is I played the whole thing and it does sound really, really nice. Apologies for the pronunciation of the song. It's called Soalin, that's how I'm saying it. And you can find the tab over at my website. All you need to do is join the student area. It's completely free, just takes a name and an email address. I've included a link in the video and in the video description right now. Without further ado, let's learn how to play this great classical song. Just very quickly, before I start the lesson, if you like my t-shirt, it's called Cocculus Rift, I think it's pretty cool, then check out giddytees.co.uk, I've left a link in the video description. Right, the beginning of this, let me show it to you again slowly. So this is the beginner's easy version. If you've got this, then I suggest moving on to the rest of it. I think it sounds really nice, so if you're digging it like I am, then I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. Now, to be successful with fingerstyle, in the early stages at least, you need to know the finger picking rule. And the rule is this: the thumb plays the E, the A, and the D string, or the top 3 strings. The index finger plays the G string, the middle finger plays the B, and the ring finger plays the E. If you stick to that rule, then things will begin over time to feel more effortless. It may feel like a bit of a chore at first, but stick to that rule and you'll always be golden. Okay, let's get started. So, to start with this, middle finger on the B string, and then ring finger on the bottom string, and then middle finger on the B. So we're going... Okay, then on your fretting hand, hold down the 2nd fret on the thinner string. Then middle finger on the B again. So it's... Okay, then this on this hand, the fretting hand, ring finger on the 3rd fret. Play that with the ring finger on the other hand. Then 2nd fret. Then 0 fret. So we have. And just to finish this off, middle finger at the end. Okay, good. Next part. Ring, middle, 2nd fret, ring, middle, then on the fretting hand, ring 3, then up to 5, then up to 7. And you've actually got white, most of you will have white dots on your guitar to show you where 3, 5 and 7 is. Okay, I'll do that again. And finish that off with the middle finger at the end. I'll do that again. So let's put it all together up to there, okay? And you see a lot of the time the middle finger's playing the B string. Just keep that in mind. Okay, next part, ring finger on open, middle finger. In fact, this is the same as the first part that we did, but I'll show it to you again. So it's ring, middle on open, then 2nd fret on thinnest, then open on B, then 3rd, 2nd, open on the thinner string with the B. And finally, the very last part, so that's ring, middle, 2nd fret on the thinnest, then 3 on the B, which is the next string up, then ring on the thinnest string. So I'll do that part again. And finally, ring, middle. Okay, and I'll do the second half now, so we've learnt this already. Then, okay, pretty cool, hey? So we're going to play all of the beginner's version before we move on to the intermediate. Okay, I'm going to do it nice and slowly. I suggest you play along with me. Hopefully you've got the tab there at home as well, so it makes it a little bit easier to follow. Here we go. After 4, 3 and 4. I'll start that again. 3 and 4. Okay, very good. Now, let's step it up a gear. Okay, so I only suggest getting into this if you found the first bit easy. The melody that the guitar's playing, this is actually very similar in this next part, but we're adding in bass notes with the thumb. So we're going to start with our middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. We're going to pinch with our thumb on that, and then our ring finger on the open string, then middle finger. Okay, and then move this finger on the fretting hand down to the 2nd fret on the thinner string, and pinch, thumb on the D, and ring, and then middle. So that first half of that bar is... Okay, then I like to use, for this next part, by the way, these fingers are open to interpretation. You could use middle and ring and move them down, but I like to use ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, and pinky on the 3rd fret on the thinner string. Pinch that, thumb on the A and ring, and then move that, those 2 3s, once you've done that, down a fret. So you go 3, 2, so you're moving everything. And then move just the ring back to 3 and lift up the pinky, so you've got a 3 and a 0 on the bottom string. So it's... And to finish that, middle finger. Okay, so I'll do that bar now. So we've got 2 on the D, 2 on the E, 3 and 3, 2 and 2, 3 and 0, middle. Okay, next, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the A string this time. Thumb on the bass note there on the A string, and ring finger on the open string. Then middle finger on the open B. And then, yes, you've guessed it, you're going to move this middle finger down, like we did with the D where we moved it down. This one moves down to the thinnest string, pinching this time A string and ring finger and middle. So we go, and then ring on the 3rd fret on the thickest string, pinky on the 3rd fret on the thinnest string, pinching those 2, top and bottom string. And then the part that you're probably going to have to work on the most, I certainly have had to, okay, because it's a bit of a stretch. Index finger on the 2nd fret on the thickest string, and pinky on the 5th fret on the thinnest string. Okay, so we go, bit of a stretch. And finally, move the pinky up to 7 on the thinnest string, and pinch, thumb on the thickest string and ring. And then finish that off with the middle finger like we have been doing at the end of all bars. And in fact, we do, I should have said this really, we finish with the middle finger on the open B at the end of all bars. I'll do that bar again. 2 on the A, 2 on the E, 3 and 3, 2 and 5. Okay, it has to be practiced, that part. And then we're going to do the same bar of music that we did previous that started the intermediate part of this song. Okay, I'm sure you know how to do that by now. All right, so I'm going to put those 3 bars together now. Okay, and to finish off before we have a slow run through, middle finger, 2nd fret on the A string, ring finger, pinching the bottom string, middle finger, then move the middle finger down to the thinnest string, pinching A string and thinnest string, and then get the ring finger ready to play 3 on the B. So we go, and then ring finger up to the 3rd fret on the thickest string, pinching top and bottom strings. Pinching means pull 2 strings at the same time. Then 2nd fret on the thickest string, play that just with your thumb by itself. And then open strings, top and bottom, and finishing middle finger. So let's do that bar again. Okay, let's do that bar now before we get into the slightly more challenging part again for the intermediate part. So here we go, 3 and 4 and... And on my music, I've put a repeat symbol there because I would like you to do that bar twice, okay? And finally, into this last part. Okay, so what I'm doing there, not always making that error, what I'm doing there is I'm playing exactly the same piece of guitar. Exactly the same, apart from I'm changing the beat slightly. Hope you can hear that, more experienced guitarists out there. So I'm going 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. So practice this pattern. So we go thumb, index, middle. Then we go 2, open on the 2nd fret on the D. Okay, so that is slightly different to the previous bar. So 2nd fret on the, to the start of it, sorry. 2nd fret on the D string, index, middle. Then letting go of everything, D string, open, and the bottom string open. That's what's different. And this 3 on the A and the E, 2 on the A and the E, and then back to 3. That's the same. And then this is exactly the same, but it's just got this index middle. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and okay. It's exactly the same, and then we've got this part again, so it repeats. Okay, and that ending is the same. The only thing that's a bit different, the ending, finishes on a big pinch, top and bottom string. If you wanted to do what I was doing at the end, then make a harmonic on the 12th fret and strike that. I'll do that bar for you now, after 4, 3 and 4. And feel free now to go back to the beginning of the video and play along to all parts. Easy, middle easy, and intermediate, the part that we just did. Have fun with that, keep on playing. Don't forget you can get the tab over at the student area. See you soon.